The Book of Ezra, Chapter 1. Now in the 1st year of Cyrus king of Persia, that the word of the Lord by the mouth of Jeremiah might be accomplished, the Lord stirred up the spirit of Cyrus king of Persia, so that he made a proclamation throughout all his kingdom, and put it also in writing, saying, Thus says Cyrus king of Persia, All the kingdoms of the earth has the Lord, the God of heaven, given me, and he has charged me to build him a house in Jerusalem, which is in Judah. Whoever there is among you of all his people, his God be with him, and let him go up to Jerusalem, which is in Judah, and build the house of the Lord, the God of Israel. He is God, which is in Jerusalem. Whoever is left, in any place where he sojourns, let the men of his place help him with silver, and with gold, and with goods, and with animals, besides the freewill offering for the house of God which is in Jerusalem. Then rose up the heads of the fathers' houses of Judah and Benjamin, and the priests and the Levites, even all whose spirit God had stirred to go up to build the house of the Lord which is in Jerusalem. All those who were round about them strengthened their hand, with vessels of silver, with gold, with goods, and with animals, and with precious things, besides all that which was willingly offered. Also Cyrus the king brought forth the vessels of the house of the Lord, which Nebuchadnezzar had brought forth out of Jerusalem, and had put in the house of his gods. Even those did Cyrus king of Persia bring forth by the hand of Mithredath the treasurer, and numbered them to Sheshbazzar, the prince of Judah. This is the number of them: 30 platters of gold, 1,000 platters of silver, 29 knives, 30 bowls of gold, silver bowls of a second sort 410, and other vessels 1,000. All the vessels of gold and of silver were 5,400. All these did Sheshbazzar bring up, when they of the captivity were brought up from Babylon to Jerusalem. Chapter 2. Now these are the children of the province, who went up out of the captivity of those who had been carried away, whom Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, had carried away to Babylon, and who returned to Jerusalem and Judah, every one to his city, who came with Zerubbabel, Jeshua, Nehemiah, Sariah, Reliah, Mordecai, Bilshan, Mispar, Bigvai, Rehum, Baanah, the number of the men of the people of Israel. The children of Parosh, 2,172. The children of Shephatiah, 372. The children of Erah, 775. The children of Pahath Moab, of the children of Jeshua and Joab, 2,812. The children of Elam, 1,254. The children of Zatu, 945. The children of Zakkai, 760. The children of Bani, 642. The children of Babai, 623. The children of Asgad, 1,222. The children of Adonikam, 666. The children of Bigvai, 2,056. The children of Adin, 454. The children of Ater of Hezekiah, 98. The children of Bazai, 323. The children of Jorah, 112. The children of Hashem, 223. The children of Gebar, 95. The children of Bethlehem, 123. The men of Netophath, 56. The men of Anathoth, 128. The children of Asmaveth, 42. The children of Kiriath-Arim, Chirphara, and Beroth, 743. The children of Ramah and Geba, 621. The men of Michmas, 122. The men of Bethel and Ai, 223. The children of Nebo, 52. The children of Magbish, 156. The children of the other Elam, 1,254. The children of Harim, 320. The children of Lod, Hadid, and Ono, 725. The children of Jericho, 345. The children of Senah, 3,630. The priests, the children of Jediah, of the house of Jeshua, 973. The children of Emer, 1,052. The children of Pashur, 1,247. The children of Harim, 1,017. The Levites, the children of Jeshua and Kadmiel, of the children of Hodaviah, 74. The singers, the children of Asaph, 128. The children of the porters, the children of Shallum, the children of Ater, the children of Talmon, the children of Akub, the children of Hatita, the children of Shobai, in all 139. The Nethinim, the children of Ziha, the children of Hasupa, the children of Taboth, the children of Kerus, the children of Siaha, the children of Padon, the children of Lebna, the children of Hagabah, the children of Akub, the children of Hagab, the children of Shamlai, the children of Hanan, the children of Gedel, the children of Gehar, the children of Reaiah, the children of Rezin, the children of Nekoda, the children of Gazam, the children of Uzzah, the children of Paseah, the children of Basai, the children of Asna, the children of Meunim, the children of Mephisim, the children of Bakbuk, the children of Hakupha, the children of Harhur, the children of Basluth, the children of Mahida, the children of Harsha, the children of Barkos, the children of Sisera, the children of Tema, the children of Naziah, the children of Hatifa, the children of Solomon's servants, the children of Sotai, the children of Hassophereth, the children of Peruda, the children of Jaala, the children of Darkon, the children of Gedel, the children of Shephatiah, the children of Hatil, the children of Pochereth Hazabaim, the children of Ami, all the Nethinim, and the children of Solomon's servants were 392. These were those who went up from Tel Melah, Tel Harsha, Cherub, Adnan, and Immer, and they could not show their fathers' houses and their seed, whether they were of Israel. The children of Deliah, the children of Tobiah, the children of Nekoda, 652. Of the children of the priest, the children of Habiah, the children of Hakoz, the children of Barzillai, who took a wife of the daughters of Barzillai the Gileadite, and was called after their name. These sought their register among those who were reckoned by genealogy, but they were not found. Therefore they were deemed polluted and put from the priesthood. The governor said to them that they should not eat of the most holy things until there stood up a priest with the Urim and the Thummim. The whole assembly together was 42,360, besides their men-servants and their maidservants, of whom there were 7,337, and they had 200 singing men and singing women. Their horses were 736, their mules 245, their camels 435, their donkeys 6,720. Some of the heads of the fathers' houses, when they came to the house of the Lord which is in Jerusalem, offered willingly for the house of God, to set it up in its place. They gave after their ability into the treasury of the work 61,000 derricks of gold, and 5,000 minas of silver, and 100 priest garments. So the priests and the Levites, and some of the people, and the singers, and the porters, and the Nethinim lived in their cities, and all Israel in their cities. Chapter 3. When the 7th month was come, and the children of Israel were in the cities, the people gathered themselves together as one man to Jerusalem. Then Jeshua the son of Jozadak stood up, and his brothers the priests, and Zerubbabel the son of Shealtiel and his brothers, and built the altar of the God of Israel, to offer burnt offerings thereon, as it is written in the law of Moses the man of God. They set the altar on its base, for fear was on them because of the peoples of the countries, and they offered burnt offerings thereon to the Lord, even burnt offerings morning and evening. They kept the Feast of Tents, as it is written, and offered the daily burnt offerings by number, according to the ordinance, as the duty of every day required, and afterward the continual burnt offering, and the offerings of the new moons, and of all the set feast of the Lord that were consecrated, and of every one who willingly offered a freewill offering to the Lord. From the first day of the 7th month began they to offer burnt offerings to the Lord, but the foundation of the temple of the Lord was not yet laid. They also gave money to the masons and to the carpenters, and food and drink and oil to them of Sidon and to them of Tyre, to bring cedar trees from Lebanon to the sea, to Joppa, according to the grant that they had of Cyrus, king of Persia. Now in the 2nd year of their coming to the house of God at Jerusalem, in the 2nd month, began Zerubbabel the son of Shealtiel, and Jeshua the son of Jozadak, and the rest of their brothers the priests and the Levites, and all those who were come out of the captivity to Jerusalem, and appointed the Levites, from 20 years old and upward, to have the oversight of the work of the house of the Lord. Then Jeshua stood with his sons and his brothers, Kadmiel and his sons, the sons of Judah together, to have the oversight of the workmen in the house of God. The sons of Henadad with their sons, and their brothers the Levites. When the builders laid the foundation of the temple of the Lord, they set the priests in their clothing with trumpets, and the Levites, the sons of Asaph, with cymbals, to praise the Lord, after the order of David, king of Israel. They sang one to another in praising and giving thanks to the Lord, saying, For he is good, and his loving kindness endures forever toward Israel. All the people shouted with a great shout when they praised the Lord, because the foundation of the house of the Lord was laid. But many of the priests and Levites and heads of fathers' houses, the old men who had seen the first house, when the foundation of this house was laid before their eyes, wept with a loud voice, and many shouted aloud for joy, so that the people could not discern the noise of the shout of joy from the noise of the weeping of the people. For the people shouted with a loud shout, and the noise was heard afar off. Chapter 4. Now when the adversaries of Judah and Benjamin heard that the children of the captivity were building a temple to the Lord, the God of Israel, then they drew near to Zerubbabel and to the heads of the fathers' houses, and said to them, Let us build with you, for we seek your God as you do, and we sacrifice to him since the days of Esarhaddon, king of Assyria, who brought us up here. But Zerubbabel and Jeshua and the rest of the heads of the fathers' houses of Israel said to them, You have nothing to do with us in building a house to our God, but we ourselves together will build to the Lord, the God of Israel, as King Cyrus, the king of Persia, has commanded us. Then the people of the land weakened the hands of the people of Judah, and troubled them in building, and hired counselors against them to frustrate their purpose, all the days of Cyrus, king of Persia, even until the reign of Darius, king of Persia. In the reign of Ahasuerus, in the beginning of his reign, they wrote an accusation against the inhabitants of Judah and Jerusalem. In the days of Artaxerxes wrote Bishlam, Mithredath, Tabeel, and the rest of his companions, to Artaxerxes, king of Persia, and the writing of the letter was written in the Syrian character, and set forth in the Syrian language. Rehum the chancellor and Shimshai the scribe wrote a letter against Jerusalem to Artaxerxes the king in this manner. Then wrote Rehum the chancellor, and Shimshai the scribe, and the rest of their companions, the Danaites, and the Apharsathites, the Tarpalites, the Apharsites, the Archavites, the Babylonians, the Shushanchites, and the Dahites, and the Elamites, and the rest of the nations, whom the great and noble Osnappar brought over, and set in the city of Samaria, and in the rest of the country beyond the river, and so forth. This is the copy of the letter that they sent to Artaxerxes the king. Your servants, the men beyond the river, be it known to the king, that the Jews who came up from you are come to us to Jerusalem. They are building the rebellious and the bad city, and have finished the walls and repaired the foundations. Be it known now to the king that if this city is built, and the walls finished, they will not pay tribute, custom, or toll, and in the end it will be hurtful to the kings. Now because we eat the salt of the palace, and it is not appropriate for us to see the king's dishonor, therefore have we sent and informed the king. that the search may be made in the book of the records of your fathers. So shall you find in the book of the records, and know that this city is a rebellious city, and hurtful to kings and provinces, and that they have moved sedition within the same of old time, for which cause was this city laid waste. We informed the king that, if this city is built, and the walls finished, by this means you shall have no portion beyond the river. Then the king sent an answer to Rehum the chancellor, and Shimshai the scribe, and to the rest of their companions who dwell in Samaria, and in the rest of the country beyond the river. Peace and greetings. The letter which you sent to us has been plainly read before me. I decreed, and search has been made, and it is found that this city of old time has made insurrection against kings, and that rebellion and sedition have been made therein. There have been mighty kings also over Jerusalem, who have ruled over all the country beyond the river, and tribute, custom, and toll was paid to them. Make now a decree to cause these men to cease, and that this city not be built, until a decree shall be made by me. Take heed that you not be slack in this. Why should damage grow to the hurt of the kings? Then, when the copy of King Artaxerxes' letter was read before Rehum and Shimshai the scribe and their companions, they went in haste to Jerusalem to the Jews, and made them to cease by force and power. Then ceased the work of the house of God which is at Jerusalem, and it ceased until the 2nd year of the reign of Darius, king of Persia. Chapter 5. Now the prophets, Haggai the prophet, and Zechariah the son of Iddo, prophesied to the Jews who were in Judah and Jerusalem, in the name of the God of Israel. They prophesied to them. Then rose up Zerubbabel the son of Shealtiel, and Jeshua the son of Jozadak, and began to build the house of God which is at Jerusalem, and with them were the prophets of God helping them. At the same time came to them Tattenai, the governor beyond the river, and Shethar-bozenai, and their companions, and said to them, Who gave you a decree to build this house and to finish this wall? Then we told them the names of the men who were making the building. But the eye of their God was on the elders of the Jews, and they did not make them to cease, until the matter should come to Darius, and then answer should be returned by letter concerning it. The copy of the letter that Tattenai the governor beyond the river, and Shethar-bozenai, and his companions, the Apharsachites, who were beyond the river, sent to Darius the king. They sent a letter to him, in which was written this: To Darius the king, all peace. Be it known to the king, that we went into the province of Judah, to the house of the great God, which is built with great stones, and timber is laid in the walls, and this work goes on with diligence, and prospers in their hands. Then we asked those elders, and said to them, Who gave you a decree to build this house and to finish this wall? We asked them their names also, to inform you that we might write the names of the men who are at the head of it. Then they returned us answer, saying, We are the servants of the God of heaven and earth, and are building the house that was built these many years ago, which a great king of Israel built and finished. But after our fathers had provoked the God of heaven to wrath, he gave them into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar king of Babylon the Chaldean, who destroyed this house, and carried the people away into Babylon. But in the 1st year of Cyrus king of Babylon, Cyrus the king made a decree to build this house of God. The gold and silver vessels also of the house of God, which Nebuchadnezzar took out of the temple that was in Jerusalem, and brought into the temple of Babylon, those did Cyrus the king take out of the temple of Babylon, and they were delivered to one whose name was Sheshbazzar, whom he had made governor. And he said to him, Take these vessels, go, put them in the temple that is in Jerusalem, and let the house of God be built in its place. Then came the same Sheshbazzar, and laid the foundations of the house of God which is in Jerusalem. And since that time even until now has it been in building, and yet it is not completed. Now therefore, if it seem good to the king, let there be a search made in the king's treasure house, which is there at Babylon, whether it be so, that a decree was made of Cyrus the king to build this house of God at Jerusalem, and let the king send his pleasure to us concerning the matter.
When I came to you, brothers, I didn't come with excellence of speech or of wisdom, proclaiming to you the testimony of God. For I determined not to know anything among you except Jesus Christ and Him crucified. I was with you in weakness, in fear, and in much trembling. My speech and my preaching were not in persuasive words of human wisdom, but in demonstration of the Spirit and of power, that your faith wouldn't stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of God. We speak wisdom, however, among those who are full grown, yet a wisdom not of this world, nor of the rulers of this world who are coming to nothing. But we speak God's wisdom in a mystery, the wisdom that has been hidden, which God foreordained before the worlds to our glory, which none of the rulers of this world has known. For had they known it, they wouldn't have crucified the Lord of glory. But as it is written, things which an eye didn't see, and an ear didn't hear, which didn't enter into the heart of man, these God has prepared for those who love Him. But to us God revealed them through the Spirit. For the Spirit searches all things, yes, the deep things of God. For who among men knows the things of a man except the spirit of the man which is in him? Even so, no one knows the things of God except God's Spirit. But we received not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit which is from God, that we might know the things that were freely given to us by God. Which things also we speak, not in words which man's wisdom teaches, but which the Holy Spirit teaches, comparing spiritual things with spiritual things. Now the natural man doesn't receive the things of God's Spirit, for they are foolishness to him, and he can't know them, because they are spiritually discerned. But he who is spiritual discerns all things, and he himself is judged by no one. For who has known the mind of the Lord that he should instruct him? But we have Christ's mind.
Psalm 28 by David. To you, Yahweh, I call. My rock, don't be deaf to me, lest if you are silent to me, I would become like those who go down into the pit. Hear the voice of my petitions when I cry to you, when I lift up my hands towards your most holy place. Don't draw me away with the wicked, with the workers of iniquity who speak peace with their neighbors, but mischief is in their hearts. Give them according to their work, and according to the wickedness of their doings. Give them according to the operation of their hands. Bring back on them what they deserve. Because they don't regard the works of Yahweh, nor the operation of His hands. He will break them down and not build them up. Blessed be Yahweh, because He has heard the voice of my petitions. Yahweh is my strength and my shield. My heart has trusted in Him, and I am helped. Therefore my heart greatly rejoices. With my song I will thank Him. Yahweh is their strength. He is a stronghold of salvation to His anointed. Save your people, and bless your inheritance. Be their shepherd also, and bear them up forever.
Don't say, I will pay back evil. Wait for Yahweh, and He will save you. Yahweh detests differing weights, and dishonest scales are not pleasing. A man's steps are from Yahweh. How then can man understand his way? It is a snare to a man to make a rash dedication, and later reconsider his vows.